Coming into your YouTube airwaves, it's Vaughn, the Stat Man, and welcome to the Stat Room. Woo! How's everybody doing? And welcome to the Stat Room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before I get into this video, let me introduce myself. Guys, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man. And guys, check out the website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before I get into this video, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button and also subscribe to me. And if you have been following me for the past 3 years, this is not the same channel, so please resubscribe and hit the like button. And I'm also doing a special for the NBA season as well as NFL season. All of those details will be in the comment section for those who are interested. All right, guys, so let's get right into it, guys. Now, I want to let you guys know this. This is a disclaimer before you play NFL this week. COVID-19 is ravaging sports, the country, and the world. I would say take 1 minute out of your day to call your family, make sure everyone is all right. All right, you can't tell if somebody's okay from a text message, and family is more important than DFS. So just do that kind thing and contact your family and your friends, guys, and make sure everyone is all right. All right, now, when it comes to DFS, we have a saying in DFS community where we say, set your lines and forget them. But at 11 a.m. on Sunday, you need to go on your lines and make sure all your players are going to play because they get tested for COVID daily. If one of your players tests for COVID, they will not play. Also, be on your guards about games being postponed. As you can see here, the Washington-Pittsburgh game has been postponed to Monday. So if you have any players from that game, you won't get points. And I also believe that the Raven versus Cowboy game has been postponed to Tuesday. All right, guys, let's get right into this slate. You got Cleveland on the road at Tennessee, guys, in this matchup. I'm a big fan of Ryan Tannehill, guys. At home, this is a guy who was almost out of football. Miami just was like, he's not the guy. They just gave him away pretty much. He came in to Tennessee with a coach who believed in him. And once they put him in, this team has been on a roll. This is my dark horse team to make it to the Super Bowl, guys, because I believe if they play the Chiefs again, I believe they'll beat the Chiefs this time in the playoffs. It's just something about this team that a lot of people are not talking about them. And if you look at it in the Super Bowl, the teams that make it to the Super Bowl are the teams that's not getting all of the hype. The teams that get the hype typically don't make it to the Super Bowl or they lose in the Super Bowl. But the teams that no one talks about are the teams that typically make it. If you don't believe me, do your research over the past 5 years. Now Baker Mayfield, I don't really like Baker Mayfield in this game. I think Baker Mayfield on the road, I wouldn't play him on the road. At home, yes. On the road, no. Now, running back, Derrick Henry. I'm going to play Derrick Henry. And I apologize for telling people not to play Derrick Henry last year. And when I went back and I looked at my system and my stats, it showed that Derrick Henry was going to have a good game, that he had the potential to have a good game. The thing with Derrick Henry, guys, Derrick Henry can have 30 rushing yards at half. He'll give you 35 in the third quarter. You'll be like, oh, man, he's going to have a sucky game. He can come out and get you 100 yards in the fourth quarter. He actually gets stronger as the game goes on. So if you have Derrick Henry, do not be yelling at the screen until the game has zeros on the clock. Now, at the wide receiver position, I love A.J. Brown. I believe he's a top 10 wide receiver in the league. You can run him any week, and I would have confidence that he would get you 15 to 30 fantasy points. He's super fast. Him and the receiver from Seattle remind me of each other. Him and Metcalf, they are kind of the same, in that same mold, but they're both big and fast. They might be two of the fastest guys for their size, so love him in this matchup. Landry had a phenomenal game last week. Don't think he's going to have that same game this week. I love Corey Davis in this matchup. Now, at the tight end position, in this game, Jonnu Smith, if you look at his numbers, he hasn't been getting the yards. He's getting the targets. I love to see six targets, but if he doesn't get a touchdown, he's going to hurt your lineup. Okay, next game. Indianapolis at Houston. In this matchup, Houston is going to be shorthanded. Watson is going to be playing without his number one receiver. His number one receiver, Fuller, just got suspended for the rest of the season. I think that's going to really hurt Houston. I would not run Houston this week, not at the quarterback position. I would run Rivers if I was going to select a quarterback in this matchup. I would definitely take a chance on Phillip Rivers. At the running back position in this game, guys, not a fan of Duke Johnson in this game. If Taylor comes back off the COVID-19 list, he will be in some of my lineups. That's someone who I really, really like. I even like Hines. So whoever starts, I would play. Now, at the receiver position in this matchup, I don't like anybody from Indianapolis because Rivers, he spreads the ball around so evenly. And when he gets down to the red zone, he typically doesn't look at the receiver position. So if I was going to pick somebody, it would be Kiki QT. It would be the only receiver I would be interested in because someone has to get to Will Fuller targets, and I believe he will benefit the most. At the tight end position, I love the tight ends in this game, guys. Burton is probably my favorite, and Fells would be my second favorite. So I will run tight ends from this game. All right, let's go to the next game. The Raiders at the Jets. Derek Carr is hot and cold on the road, but he got embarrassed last week, guys. If anybody ever played sports in their lifetime, when you get embarrassed, see, when you lose a game, and if you lose, like it's like a hard-fought game, and it was 23-27, you lost on a last-second field goal, you don't really care. You'll come back the next week, and you might have a good game, you might not. But when you get embarrassed, and you put up no DFS points, if you look at Derek Carr last week, look at his numbers, guys. He put up 4 fantasy points. I'm going to tell you something about the Raiders and their head coach. If you know anything about Gruden, and he has a team that he know can compete, he is going to come out with a vengeance. Watch he correct all those mistakes, all those missed tackles you saw, and those missed assignments. You're not going to see it this week. Derek Carr might break the slate, guys. He is the quarterback that I will run this week, guys. And I'm running him with confidence, guys. I think that he is going to go crazy. I know he's going to get 22 or more fantasy points. At the wide receiver position, I think he's going to spread the ball around. I think Aguilar is going to have a nice day. I think Renfro is going to have a nice day. But the guy that I like, I think Mims is going to go off, guys. Mims will be in all my lineups, guys. I'm going to start my lineup at wide receiver with this guy, Derek Mims. If he kills me, so what? But I believe he gets me 10 to 20 fantasy points this week. At the tight end position, Waller has not been doing very well. But Waller used to play for the Baltimore Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. And the one team that the Ravens love to beat up on was the New York Jets. Because in Baltimore, New York has this sports rivalry that a lot of people don't know about. The Yankees, the Orioles, the Ravens, the Jets, Ravens and the Giants, and the Ravens beat them in the Super Bowl. We like playing New York teams, guys. Waller remembers his matchups against this team, and I believe he's going to have his first big breakout game on the road. So that's it, guys. That's the 4 horsemen. You got Waller, Mims, Henry, and Carr. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. I am on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, if you made it this far, I appreciate it if you hit the like button. And also, if you're interested in that NBA season / rest of NBA season deal, check the comment section. All right, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And, ladies and gentlemen, good hunting on week 13 of the NFL season. Love you guys.